Hey, welcome back to Sunday Smoke. We just finished the utility trilogy. I talked about skill, I talked about the body, the chassis, talked about the mind. I acknowledged a hard truth that potential is not utility. Like a car is not, or a car is safe if it's in the garage, but it's useless. It's kind of like a ship in the harbor. It doesn't show its utility or its action of utility. So I want to start a new series, maybe call it the utilities of action or the utility of action. We're going to take the three pillars, the skill, the body, and the mind, and test them, put them under a load. Today, I want to talk about the action of skill. Later, I'm going to talk about the action of the body and then action of the mind. I think we have a problem because modern convenience has kind of clipped us, cut us short, because we're outsourcing our competence. I think I talked about it in an earlier podcast. This is part of, we're outsourcing our skill. Because if something breaks, we call somebody. If we get lost, we use our phone, we use a satellite. We're no longer the rulers, or we're not the drivers, we're just passengers. So today, let's talk about reclaiming skill. I call it maybe theory of operation. We have to start thinking about the technologies that we use. Maybe we should become a student of it. I got my co-host here, Sadie. Come on, Sadie. Come on. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, she's going to help us out. So next time something breaks, like the toaster or leaky faucet or the printer doesn't work, just don't call for help immediately. Don't Google. Well, just Google it. I think I brought that up. You can Google it. Use your mind, like analyze it, look at it, trace the theories of operation, look at it and say, if this wasn't here or if this didn't happen, how does it work? Test it, make a theory. Seneca said, it's not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare, they're difficult. I think we're afraid to try to fix things because we're kind of in the habit of helplessness because it can be just replaced. We don't have to worry about why it needs to be fixed or how it works. The cool thing about it, if you fail, you're actually educating yourself just by doing. You're building a pathway to be, I won't say creator. You're building a pathway to be not dependent on the tool. Can bring that back in. I think we talked about mastery of tools. I can even go back to other podcasts. What's your plan B? Are we ready for winter? Epictetus talks about we must train for winter for the days that are coming. So we can simulate a winter. About that, we can do. I got a couple of challenge ideas. Maybe just do a blackout day or a blackout weekend, or you just turn everything off. You live without the grid. You live without convenience. Like go flip the main breaker, turn off your phones, no router, no power. It's kind of a test or an audit of your skill. I mean, you know how to cook. Can you cook without a microwave? Can you cook without the oven? Can you handle discomfort? Can you figure out how to light the environment? Can you not have cold food, not have a cold room? Do you have a skill? Can you figure it out? Can you make it happen? Handle the discomfort, handle the friction. This is probably going to be the hardest for a lot of people. Can you just sit in a room without entertainment? If you have your family there, can you be the person to have the entertainment, have the conversations? Is it going to feel difficult? Is it going to feel awkward? What it'll do is give you maybe some insights, kind of expose conveniences. It'll expose what a plan B could be. Maybe it shows you what conveniences you're addicted to. See if you can function without the grid, without convenience, without make your plan B. Don't have a dependency on something. show your utility, build the utility of skill. It's the action of utility. I mean, maybe a second challenge. I think I brought it up before in the Plan B podcast. Or what is your Plan B podcast in the world? We look at these little glass screens. We use our monitors, our infotainment systems in the cars. Let's turn off the GPS. Let's navigate the street signs. Look at the grid. If you're in town, the numbers go up or down. Is it south side, east side, west side, north side? Where's the sun? So you know where east is, you know where west is. I watched a movie last night, The Lost Bus. It was about the campfires in California in 18, 19, 20, somewhere in there. And one thing stuck with me in the plot of the movie towards the end, where the bus driver was trying to save 23, 24 children. He knew after the radios went down, there was mass chaos, there was just basically anarchy. People had panicked. He knew the roads because he grew up in the town. He'd come back to the town. He knew the road, so he knew to go through the little park, and he knew there was a rear entrance, and there was an access road that could get him to the second point. And he didn't have GPS. He was just aware of his surroundings. He knew, or he remembered then. Let's add that to the challenge. Turn off the GPS. Let's try to navigate. Let's build a utility of action. You can walk to the store instead of driving to a store, buy your stuff, carry them back, get into more of the utility of the body. But it's kind of an operational fitness thing. Can you operate without convenience? That is your plan B. It's a skill, using the skill so you can use the body. That's all part of it. It all kind of blends together. I was refreshing my Epictetus readings this week, and at the beginning of the Stoa or the Stoic teachings, Epictetus learned from other men. Musonius Rufus was one of his teachers, one of his professors, one of his, I don't know, mentors would be a good word. I have my other buddy here, Jackson. Yeah. But he taught theory is false without practice, meaning you can know how to sail, know how to read the stars, but if you can't drive the ship, that's, you know the theory, but you're not practicing it. So you can't just navigate and not drive the boat. Because using GPS is the navigator, and you're just driving the boat. But can you do both? Do you have a utility of action? What if your screen went back with a dead battery, or you lost connection? You lost connection to the internet. There's no service. Are you just lost? Are you just a pilot with no navigation? Kind of bringing the one step harder part of the challenge I gave y'all a couple of weeks ago. I just want to remind everybody, I'm not saying technology is evil, but it's a tool. And I don't want you to rely on the tool. I want you to rely on the skill, rely on your utility. Use the tool, but don't be a slave to the tool. Don't be a slave to convenience. Be the master of the tool. So if we take it one step harder, like turn off the map, turn off help, the skill we're going to try is figuring it out. Put it into action. So I think next week, I'm going to talk about the chassis. We're going to take the ship out of harbor. We're going to take the car out of the garage. I'm Vulcan. Go find the friction. Peace.